They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cut. 20.
I got him. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The fifth year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Value 1.
I got it.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Run you over. Tighten up.
Value 3.
Mike 3. Hey.
76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Combo.
Now it's gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Give me that ball, defense.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Malcolm Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What's the run? They're running.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, 0-0-0.
Watch the curve. 58, boy. 58.
On 1st down, Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
18 on the play.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his. And
trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our time. It's our time.
Goff. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Maverick wall.
6-6. Pull it high.
Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Showing it.
General West.
Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, we got to seal.
On the toss, it's Gurley. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, foxtrot.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now it's Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
This is Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mike, 315. Alert.
Left up defense. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got jump. Hey, let's go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. About 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Listen. I'm coming. Switch. Value 1.
Out of the gun. Goff under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
46-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Don't get nervous.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the safety crease.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Alert. Go down.
Like 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
We go, Todd! 180!
Hey, we got a seal.
DC!
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll try and run him with Gurley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right, 380. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right, move the team. Check, check. Stop your whining. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 44, Mike, 44. I'll go special. I'll go special. Check curls. Both of Mike.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. On second down now, it's Carson, and he's able to get it down to the 10. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Check 25, check 14.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1.
58, right there. Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
14, running. 50 yards the money. 50 yards the money. Twist. One left.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Again they run with Gurley. Evades the tackler and now some space. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20, 10, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going deep here for Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
16 yards, a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left. 4 down.
They run it with Carson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Carson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.